that it's something that I've made a mental note of and said, hey, I'm going to say this when I come from the media, but we are kind of all joined at the hip right now and connected to what's happened in the past and what's happening as we move forward. And so I do kind of look at that, is that we're all connected in this thing, in some ways even with what's happened to this group in the past. So
I just find it curious because there's coaches, and we've seen it in other sports, where they kind of come out and they say it's going to take a couple of years, and just where does those values for you come from, where you kind of embrace what's happened in the past even though you weren't necessarily involved with it?
Well, I think one, I have a lot of affection for this group and wanting this group to kind of put in the past any frustrations they might have had, and listen, one of the reasons I got into coaching in the first place was I've always loved being a part of a team, and I wasn't good enough to play any individual sport, a tennis or a golf, but the team aspect has been, it's spoken to me more than anything. I've just enjoyed it. I enjoy being a part of something. It's a collaborative effort with our coaching staff and players in general. So perhaps that's where some of that comes from. The best guys that I've been around and worked for have really appreciated the team aspect as much as anything.
How often in practice do you guys go in sort of starters against the bench guys, or do you mix it up most of the time?
Yeah, we usually try to mix it up fairly regularly. I don't typically go, even now, starters versus bench guys. It's usually evenly divided, or as evenly as I can divide it. If we feel like maybe earlier in the year the starters need some work together, we'll do that. But most times in most teams, you're really going to end up starting 7 or 8 different guys in most cases. So we usually try to even it up. We think it leads to the most competitive practices.